Hey there everyone, this is Kilian from Bass Musician Magazine, coming to you this month with a review of the Carvin JB5. Now, this is Kiesel Carvin's adaptation of a 5-string jazz bass, and their continuation after the SB line. Now, this specific instrument was made for me. I personally purchased it. I am not currently a Carvin endorsee, but I wanted to give you guys a very objective look at the instrument, considering that it's been all over social media, all over Instagram and Facebook, to give you guys an idea, an in-depth look of how it actually plays and how it sounds, and to give you guys kind of more in-depth look on it. So this specific bass that I had made for me came with a one-piece ash body in translucent red finish. They have satin and gloss finishes, obviously you can choose from a ton of different things. A 5-piece maple and walnut neck with 2 walnut stripes. Black hardware for the tuners and the bridge with a matching pick guard. Now for the fingerboard I chose bird's eye maple with triangle black inlays. Matching headstock for the finish. Rosewood knobs for the control. And most important part, and this will give you the biggest impression on the tone, I got it with the 3-band EQ with the sweepable mids and the mid-range selector, sweepable mid-range selector frequency, and 2 stacked humbuckers. This is not a jazz bass with single coils. I got it with the humbuckers, to give you an idea. Now, I'm gonna go over some sounds that are commonly used that you see in reviews and let you get an idea about it. Just a heads up, the amp that I'm using in this demo is a Phil Jones bass cub, and the bass cub is gonna be set flat, so there's no coloration of the tone coming from the amp. Everything you're going to hear is coming from the preamp of the bass. So the first one I'm going to start off with is a slap tone. Very popular in reviews for this bass, so what I found is a good slap tone. Boost up the bass, punch the treble a little bit, push the mids actually a little bit. You never want to cut those out completely. And this is kind of what I found sounds really good. As you can hear, the B string rings really well in this bass. It is a 34-inch scale bass, but again, what I found is the biggest factor with basses with B strings, unless you're trying to down tune very extensively, is really how they set the neck and how everything is set up for the B string, which works really well. The B string on this is very prominent. Now, for the second audio example, a lot of people who play R&B, soul, funk, things that need a darker tone. What I would use is that I cut all the treble out, keep the mids at about the same, I keep them flat and boost the bass. Now I isolate the front pickup and then you get a really nice dubby tone. All right, to vary it even more, to give you more tonal flexibility, I'm going to showcase how it sounds with the pick. A lot of people don't do this in a lot of product reviews, but it's very important because there's a lot of rock players out there, people who just enjoy the sound of a pick. Now, for the best pick tone, what I found works is that I isolate the front pickup, boost the mids, boost the treble, keep the bass boosted, so you actually are kind of peaking it, but it actually works really nicely. And I'll show you right now. show a little bit more versatility on the instrument, what I'm going to do now is do the rear pickup sound. Now with a jazz bass, people wonder, well, can it jacko? And good thing is that this one does. Remember, these are humbuckers on here, so it's going to be a little bit different than the tonality you get from a single coil. But it does achieve that tone very well due to the placement of the pickup. So that again, you want to keep the mid-range boosted a bit. I sweep it forward, keep the treble evenly, and keep the bass about the same. So yeah, in conclusion, when I got this bass, the setup was out of the box pretty much near perfect. I did swap out the stock strings that came with it. I don't take that as anything against Carvin or Kiesel. I just think, for me personally, I always like to put on strings that I feel comfortable with the second I get any bass, regardless of what it is. The action was butter. The neck was straight with the right amount of relief. There were no dead spots, and the string-to-string balance was good. So as an objective opinion, I think that for the price range, and I personally spent around $14 for this bass, it's really great. Honestly, it's a good deal, especially if you're looking for a solid jazz bass that you need for flexible situations. If you play in a GB band, or if you play in groups that need one bass to do a lot of different things, I would highly suggest this bass. It's great for a lot of different stuff. Anyways, guys, thank you for taking the time. Feel free to check us out at www.bassmusicianmagazine.com and also Kiesel Carvin at their respective website and to get more information on this product. If you see me on Facebook, feel free to ask any questions. Anyways, signing out, Kilian here with JB5. Take care, guys.